against the Bears.
2006 season, yeah. So, I don't know. They're facing 2 division leaders away, and then they're facing 2 tough teams in Dallas and Chicago. I don't know. It'll be tough.
It'll be interesting.
It will. They have the ability to do it. We got to see if they can start finishing games.
Yeah. Any final thoughts from Week 4?
No. A quarter of the way through the season, I think a lot of surprises.
Yeah.
A lot of teams.
Rex Gross. Maybe.
Yeah, Rex Gross. Buffalo. There's a lot of surprises this year. And
Detroit, no one expected them to be 4-0.
And I think it's great to see. It really gets boring when it's the same teams year in, year out. So it's great to see Buffalo and Detroit really getting at it, and Washington getting back into the mix.
I'm excited for Curtis Painters, former Purdue quarterback, his first start in the NFL as a member of the Colts against Tampa Bay, Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching that game. Get out of here at 8 and go back home and turn the TV on and watch it.
All right, real quick, NFL picks. Last week, we were Mike was 2-2, and I was 3-1. We're still pending the Monday night game where Mike and I both picked Indianapolis Colts to win tonight. So let's see if Curtis Painter can show some of his, better years at Purdue in the game against Tampa tonight. Overall, Mike is 12-7, and I'm 13-6. I got a game up this week. First game, Chicago at Detroit, Monday Night Football, a week from now. Mike, who you got?
I've got Detroit. I think they're just too tough right now. Like I said, they're playing with more confidence than anybody in the world, and I think that's going to lead them, especially on turf. That offense is super fast and super good. So I think it's going to be close.
The Bears' defense has given up a lot of yards these last couple weeks, and if you needed a game to, spice up the intensity a little bit on defense, this is the game to do it.
Yeah.
And I think Lovie Smith will have his guys ready, and I think the Bears give the Detroit Lions their first loss of the season. Game 2, Green Bay at Atlanta, another 4-0 team in Green Bay.
Yeah, and I think they're going to be 5-0. Aaron Rodgers he's just scary good, especially with all the weapons he's had all season. Jermichael Finley healthy, everybody healthy, Ryan Grant. I don't think Atlanta's just not. They're not starting off with the same
shaky start.
Yeah, they're not the team they were last year when they went 13-3 or whatever it was. So I got Green Bay.
I'm going to put a little shocker here. I know, like I just said, Atlanta's had a shaky start, but what other way to get back on the right track than beating Super Bowl last year's Super Bowl champions in Green Bay? I got Atlanta. Game 3, Kansas City at Indianapolis. Mike, who you got?
I have Indianapolis. I think Kansas City, a terrible start. I know they won last week, but I mean, other than I don't one game I don't think can completely change yourself. So I think that Indianapolis will sneak in, and not sneak in. It's at their place, but they'll sneak up and take it over.
Yeah, Kansas City, kind of like the Eagles, having a shaky, rough start to the season. Yeah. I think they can come into Indianapolis and get, a quick W out of this. And I got the Chiefs winning that game. Fourth game, Philadelphia at Buffalo.
I have Philadelphia. And like you said, shaky start. I think they have the talent to do it, and they just need to do it. I think they'll get their minds in the right spot and finally finish off a game, and I think they'll beat the undefeated Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I think this could be a statement for Philadelphia, and I think they come away with a win here, even though it's at Buffalo. I got the Eagles. Last game, New York Jets at New England.
I have the Jets. I think Rex Ryan's about ready to drive his car into something. He's got to be fuming mad. I mean, you know, if it hurts any coach in the league to win, it hurts him. I mean, he's so vocal about it, and he's so passionate about the game.
Right.
I don't think he's going to let his team's defense look bad 3 weeks in a row. I think Jets get it done. I'm
going to go with the Patriots. That combination between Tom Brady and Wes Welker is just, it's been unstoppable.
Yeah.
This whole season pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think New England pulls out a close victory against Rex Ryan's defense, and like I said, a close win.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a short break. Up next, Headline Crossfire. Listen to SportsNight on WCCR.
You are listening to Purdue's #1 sports talk radio show, Sports Night on WCCR, Extreme College Radio.
My heart's a stereo. It beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you. So sing along to my stereo.
Class heroes, baby. If If I was just another dusty record on the shelf, would you blow me off and play me like everybody else? If I asked you to scratch my back, could you manage that? Like if we had chicken trappy, I can handle that. Furthermore, I apologize for any skipping tracks. It's just the last girl that played me left a couple cracks. I used to, now I'm over that. Cause holding grudges over love is ancient artifacts. If I could only find a note to make you understand, I sing it softly in your ear and grab you by the hands. Keep me stuck inside your head like your favorite tune, and know my heart's a stereo, the only place for you.
My heart's a stereo, it beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note.
Come on.
Make me your radio, and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you, so sing along to my stereo.
Let's go! If I was an old school 50-pound boombox, would you hold me on your shoulder wherever you walk? Would you turn my volume up in front of the cops and crank it higher every time they told you to stop? And all I ask is that you don't get mad at me.
Hey, this is Nick, and I'm a political science major here at Purdue. You're listening to SportsNight on WCCR, Extreme College Radio.
Welcome back to Sports Night. Thank you, Nick. It's now time for Headline Crossfire.
All right, first topic up. Kobe Bryant has been in the news lately. His representatives and Virtus Bologna in Italy are working very intensely to bring Los Angeles Lakers star to Italy during the NBA lockout. Bologna president Claudio Sabatini has told the Associated Press on Friday that he has reached a tentative deal with Kobe's agent, Rob Pelinka, for a 10-game contract worth more than $3 million. Mike, do you like hearing the NBA stars considering going overseas to play ball while the NBA is in a lockout?
I think whether I like it or not, they want to play. I mean, they want to play basketball, and right now with the NBA season in such doubt, I think it's just they want to play. First of all, they want to make money.
Right.
It's their job, A. And B, I think they want to play. I think it can make you nervous because you don't want to see any of these star players get injured in a league that's not the NBA.
Right.
I think that's the biggest worry. But at the same time, I think it would be interesting to see on SportsCenter highlights all these European games because that's what they'll be showing. So it'll be interesting. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was looking, just did a Google search on, current NBA players who are looking for contracts overseas. Players like Carmelo Anthony, Ron Artest, Bulls, Carlos Boozer, even Luol Deng have mentioned looking, considering overseas if the lockout, affects the season. Kevin Durant, is another one among the players who have been in contact with teams in Europe and even in China, which is the thing. Purdue's own Etuan Moore selected 55th overall in the draft this past year to the Boston Celtics. He agreed to a one-year deal with the Benetton Treviso in Italy. And a lot of players are looking for the NBA out clause, which Etuan Moore has in his contract. So once the lockout is over, come straight to the NBA.
Yeah, I'm worried about Boozer, though, because he gets injured every time he steps on the court. So I don't want to see him break his leg in Turkey or wherever that,
I just wish he works on his vertical.
Heck
it just looked like he would not jump for the ball, or he just lost a couple inches on his vertical.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird.
It is, and I hope. I just hope there's an NBA season because as Bull fans, we had an exciting year last year,
and there's a lot of hope for this season.
Right.
Improvement. So let's hope there will be sometime this year.
Next headline.
Tiger Woods is out of the top 50 in the world rankings for the first time in nearly 15 years. It's almost his whole career. This ends a streak of 778 consecutive weeks inside the top 50, dating to when Woods was number 61 on October 13th, 1996. So, Steve, where do you see Tiger a year from now in the world rankings?
To be honest, I think he's going to be up there again in the top 20. And he's getting more practice, on his game, spending more time on the golf course. I mean, just this past Friday, Tiger broke the course record at the medalist Greg Norman designed golf course in Florida. He shot a 62. Granted, it's not competitive golf, but it's still
golf.
It's still golf.
Yeah.
He shot a 62, like I said, which is 2 shots better than the course record. He had a back nine of 29, including which included 7 birdies. And I think you might even see a Tiger Woods win this weekend when he competes in the Fries.com Open starting Thursday at Court Valley Rosewood Resort in St. Martin, California.
Yeah.
I put this in there because right now there's not much news going on in sports. It's all light news, but Tiger Woods, he's a big deal to the PGA. If he's not in it, if he's not playing well, it affects. There's a lot of money involved.
There's absolutely a lot of money. Look, he's dropping in rankings for 2 reasons. One, he's not playing, and B, when he plays, he just hasn't been playing well.
Right.
I think for the majority of fans, golf fans, we just want to see Tiger back and playing because when he's in it,
it's exciting.
Even when he struggles, he's 1 hole away from mounting a comeback in whatever tournament he's in. So I think just starting to have Tiger Woods back, regardless of where he's going to end up in the rankings, is good for golf.
Next headline. All right, real quick, last topic up. Illinois has suspended starting linebacker Jonathan Brown 1 game for kneeing a Northwestern player in the groin on Saturday. Brown, who is the second leading tackler for the number 19 Illini, was flagged for a personal foul in the first half in Saturday's 38-35 win when he kneed lineman Patrick Ward in the groin well after the play was over. Mike is cracking up. He did not play. He will not play this week. He was suspended 1 game. Mike, is the 1 game suspension enough for something like this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's.
I mean, if you want to take a look at the video, you can go on our Twitter at SportsNight WCCR and post the video link up there. It was just blatant.
It was blatant.
He got into his face and just gave him a little shot, a little tap to the where. And a lot of people have been saying this 1 game suspension is not enough. Just going back to situations like this, cheap shots, then Oregon linebacker LeGarrette Blount threw that punch after losing to Boise State in 2009.
Yeah.
He was suspended the rest of the season, but only was suspended 8 games.
Right.
I mean, does it warrant maybe more? People are saying 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, that's a little much. I think, it's a one-time incident, but when you look back, even remember when Albert Haynesworth stomped on that Cowboys? Yeah. I mean, that when you injure someone seriously, that's different. I mean,
it's a cheap shot.
It's a cheap shot, but it's not worth half the season or whatever people. I mean, that's a little bit too much. I think one maybe 2 games max. It's not like he's ending this kid's career. It's not like this kid's never going to play the same again.
Right.
So.
No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, just a lot of people, he thought he was going to get away with it. Ref's 3 feet from him.
Yeah, hello.
If you look at the video, he's 3 feet there. Ref threw it.
So you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. He's like, are you joking? You think I wasn't going to see that or something?
It's not like you're on the sideline behind a bunch of players.
The flag was up 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Mike, any final word?
No. I just hope that our Purdue can rebound. I think the biggest thing. That's all I want. That's all I want. Passion.
2 quick things. We've been having trouble with iTunes with our recorded podcast. Should be fixed tomorrow.
Well, that's good.
So tell your friends, Mike.
Yeah.
It should be fixed hopefully by midnight tonight or sometime tomorrow. So previous shows will be up there, and I'll still keep posting our shows on YouTube. www.youtube.com, WCCR SportsNight.
Yeah.
Secondly, we have fall break next week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be home. I know, Mike, you're stuck working
here. I'm stuck working here, so I'm going to have fun being on campus.
We'll see if we can get a show together, but most likely not.
Yeah,
so we'll probably have a break, 2-week break, and we'll be back 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Mike, wrap it up.
All right. Next time on Sports Night, 2 weeks, unless something special happens next Monday. Steve and I will break down and analyze the Purdue football games against Minnesota and at Penn State. We will also preview their next home game against Illinois. It's homecoming.
Yep.
We'll look back at Week 6 of the NFL. Remember to find us on Facebook at SportsNight WCCR and follow us on Twitter at SportsNight WCCR. This is Michael Tainer.
And this is Steve Pedraza signing off. And as always, boil it up.